Hello and welcome, my lovely Leos. This is your card in tarot. It is the Strength card. It is taming the inner beast with compassion so that they can become our ally. Alright, this is also your weekly intuitive energy and card reading for September 9th through September 15th, 2019. This is a general reading, Leo, sun, moon, rising, and house positions. But still, it will not apply to all. Do hang around for the entirety of the reading for collective Leo messages. In addition to my weekly readings that I provide here, I will be going live Saturday, September 14th, 2019 at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is for Venus in Libra and the Pisces full moon. Doesn't matter as long as it's new energy. And I will be answering questions, free questions, no super chats. Alright, and then also please check out your Virgo seasonal cross. This is going to be my monthly readings, my seasonal cross readings, and they're going to be readings for, well, the link is below. It's going to be new moon to new moon, and I will post those every month, and the next one will be posted for Libra season on the 28th. Alright, anyway, so we have a lot of changing energy. Hopefully this should alter some of that hefty Earth and Virgo season energy. It's a season all about painting the picture of our lives, painting the picture of the life you want. Being Virgo, it is physically motivated sign, but withdrawing from the world by the Hermit card in the Advice from Tarot and finding our inner light. It's a major shift from that spotlight, exuding our light Leo summer energy that we're leaving, and it all started with that full moon in Aquarius on August 15th with that Seven of Swords energy, and this is really just the enemy revealed, including the enemy within ourselves, and it's really sucked. And the difficulty about it is knowing somebody has been your enemy for a long time when you've actually trusted them during that time. It really sucks. But we've also found some friends in our defenders. So it's not the worst of all worst, but I'm sure you're as ready as I am to pull in a new energy, Leo. Quite a dirt clod in the eye. All right, me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good in calling. All right, Leo, what kind of energy are you bringing in this week? Pull that from the tarot. The World card, a very strong completion. Very, very strong completion. And it's almost like you're reflecting on the past because you're about to back up and step into the future, into the Six of Coins, which is finally going to be that money coming and going in your physical world. The value of coming and going, money cycling through, is much more important than the value of whatever was in the past. You're just letting it go. You're just goodbye, kind of energy. All right, and for the energy expected to hit you this week, it is going to be the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Pence. This is a hard truth. It feels like that Seven of Swords energy, but when in reverse, it's definitely a hard truth. But it is a truth that will change your life. It will inform the way you work, and you've come into an understanding that it's time for mastery. It's time to bring about the harvest. This really kind of makes me want to cry. There's something you did look back to that you're leaving this world, this ending of a cycle. This is your past. This is what you're leaving, which means this is what you're about to step towards, which is the just financial good fortune, just things going well financially. And you did have to come in some hard truths to get there, but you have finally left the Nine of Burdens. You're not really ready to talk about it yet with the Queen of Swords, and also you're also this is a removing energy. This is after you win the battle. This is not just removing the dead from the field when you come out of that Nine of Wands energy, you finishing the battle. Or stepping towards the battle. It's definitely burying the dead. It is you know, healing your wounds, but you still have your swords up. You're still, with the Queen of Swords, you still really are ready to, you're ready. You want to fight on. You don't want to be done yet, but you are done. You've stepped into the battle. I feel like, there's something about it that you want to hold into. You want to stay in, but you know it's not good for you. It's like you don't want to leave it open, but you feel like it's like your intuition is telling you, Leo, that you need to finish this. You need to walk away. It's the end. You were expecting the end at the beginning of this reading with the World card. You were expecting to have new opportunities, to take a reflection on where you've been and where you've come, and then just move forward. But there's something about it you just don't want to leave unfinished. But you're going to have to. There's a point of acceptance where you need to accept what that you don't always get to know. You must sometimes just feel through it anyway. And yeah, it's Leo. You're having a tough time with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you're beginning to see that there's no love there. And that's actually kind of painful for you. But you're willing to walk away from no love for better things, much better things. There's really no sweetness here either, Leos. Some of you might appreciate that, but it feels like this is very sturdy Virgo energy. It feels like the energy of the shit be happening. Even though you are moving with your strength and your compassionate strength, even the Queen of Swords is in reverse. You don't want to hurt anybody, but it's kind of like it has to be done. Oh, it has to be done, Leo. Okay, let's see what we have here. For the energies, again, the King of Air this time with the Ace of Air, new messages, new information, and a little bit of work, a little bit left out in the cold. This is finding out that the information that this King of Swords, this King of Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they're the ones that either left you out in the cold or you can't seem to figure out the information to bring them closer to you, to bring them in from the cold. It's the information you're really seeking, and you don't know what to do. So it's like you're just working through it a bit. You're doing what you can, is what I hear. You really want this message. You really want that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius to realize they're not alone in some way. Yeah, you're going to defend them. Okay. The energy that's going to hit you this week from the Cartomancy, they're saying, yeah, again, a new beginning in finance. But you're going to have to balance this one. It's because you've worked for it. It feels like a harvest coming in. You've had to defend it before. You've had to select a position. You had to take a position for this new financial start to begin. And if you haven't done it, it's coming. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to take the high ground. Even though this card is in reverse, it tells me that you are leaving confusion and coming into selection, option, choosing, coming into the lesson of it. It's not always about choosing to move forward. It's also about choosing to accept the lessons or coming into that, it's even saying ascension of this new beginning. There's things you're realizing that's making work easier. Much easier. And you're working for somebody. You have your motivation. It's not a boss. It's motivation. You're motivated to work towards a culmination. And there are parts of it that are quite successful already. A lot of pentacles seem to be coming in this week. There's emotional movements that need to be done. And you are coming out of this Five of Swords. And with this, there is a water sign or a reverse queen, a very selfish queen, a very neglected queen in this energy. And if you're not dealing with a water sign, you just know you've been neglected. But this is an option to do the work, to go solo, to take care of yourself. And that's why you're embodying the Queen of Swords in reverse and this Nine of Wands in reverse. You know you're going to have to do this part alone kind of thing. And the person you're probably alone from is this King of Air, this King of Swords. And you're trying to communicate with them. You're trying to get information from them. Or you're trying to tell them, hey, you are not in the cold. And so you're starting to make movement. You're starting to put energy into a lot of things, knowing that this neglected feeling is useless for anybody. And it really comes from you neglecting yourself above others. And it's just because you're worried about this King of Air. It's because you're worried about, I believe you're in separation, and or it's a new relationship. They're going through something. So this relationship feels fuzzy in the energy because of what they're going through, almost the information they're going through, and the Five of Diamonds that they're going through, that lack energy. There is a desire for a happy home. It's not happy right now because there is somebody missing from it. I do feel that quite heavily. And it just feels like you're coming into that sense of, I know what I can do to mitigate this energy, to really just, the happy home isn't clear just because no decisions have been made. There's like I'm surprised I didn't pull the Hangman, but it feels like a waiting period that you're just not acknowledging anymore because, this is the Five of Hearts again. This is in reverse again. And this is that energy of, I know I'm neglected. I know shit sucks right now. The present moment is not that great, but you're still trying to decide on your happy home and pull that energy out of it. I'm going to pull advice from Spirit from the Fire deck and see what we can maybe do. It's not a lot of advice here because I feel like you are beginning to just step forward and just stop. It's that getting out of the Three of Wands. It didn't pop up here, but it's also the energy of, I'm not, active waiting. It's not allowing the current moment to hold you down. Yeah, you gotta, there's a walking away energy, a balancing your emotions, and that includes walking away from cups full of love. All right, this is, where your happy home is. You're going towards your happy home. Just go towards your happy home. Make your home what you want it to be. The winter is coming up. We're going to have to spend a lot more time inside just because it's going to start getting dark and cold and rainy. And oh my God, it snows in the world. And look at Hurricane Dorian and how much of us have had to run to shelter. It is that feeling of breaking away from being unhappy. Walk towards your happy home as it is now. Find peace and rest in there. That is the message. Find peace and rest in what would make your home happy in the interim. What would you walk away from the things that really hurt you and just don't feel good, and kind of work in the energy of what is best for me. But in your home, this is creating that home base kind of feeling. But you need it to rest. So definitely pay attention to your home energy right now, and it'll make all this convolutedness kind of like the weight of the season is upon all of us. And I feel it on you, Leo. And if you focus on your happy home, you focus on not indulging in things that are not good for you, or that you, even though they look pretty and wonderful, they're just not for you. Yeah, and rest. There's something coming for you. I feel this energy of like preparing for something, and I don't know what it is. It's probably different for everyone, but it is a lovely energy, and it feels like happiness is coming towards you, but it's so delayed. Patience, my Leos. I'm a Leo rising, so I know that's just caca del toro, as they say in Espanol. All right, thank you, my lovely Leos, for sharing your energy with me. Definitely like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, or donate. Email me to book a personal reading. Remember that live Saturday, September 14th for the full moon in Pisces. If you email me some questions, I will answer them on the channel. No super chats, no charges. Just let's like kind of enjoy this new energy coming in and how it feels and what we got to deal with in the future, getting out of this hefty earth energy. All right. Have a very lovely week and be well, my lovely Leos.